All right, here we go on a loaded Tuesday, live in Los Angeles. It's The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your day. Joel Klatt in an hour from now. All the Big Ten predictions are coming out. Mark Sanchez stops by as well. J-Mac, I come in with energy. I come in peace. I come with energy today. Fundraising for our show and Kamala Harris appear to be in the right direction. Fundraising.
Political references right out the gate.
Injected with big money.
Hey, you want a funny Sanchez story real quick?
Yeah.
So I was in the airport in Netherlands, and some lady's wearing a Mark Sanchez jersey. Mark Sanchez jersey. So I text him, Sanchez, check out this picture. He's like, I'll stop by. He was in, like, Switzerland or something. Sanchez has a crazy
hopefully you
life.
didn't harass the young lady.
I did not.
Speaking of Jets, Haason Reddick, who they got from Philadelphia, defensive end, good player, veteran, kind of expensive. It's official. He's not showing up to camp. When they made this trade for a third-round pick, they didn't have this part figured out. They didn't give him a new deal. What's going on here? It's July 23rd. I'll repeat, it's July 23rd. Camps are open now. Aaron Rodgers has already missed a mandatory minicamp. Haason Reddick's a no-show. There's been a story leak that Arthur Smith was going to get hired to babysit their offensive play caller, Nat Hackett. And, oh, by the way, in March, Woody Johnson and Robert Saleh at the NFL meetings apparently got awkward and uncomfortable and shouting at each other. But, yeah, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Okay. Last season's top sack leader, Bryce Huff. Oh, yeah, he's in Philadelphia, too. There are two ways, and no fan, even in New York, even a Jets fan, would acknowledge this is a dysfunctional franchise. That's not arguable. Put down the pom-poms. That's not arguable. The two ways to right the ship with a dysfunctional franchise are nail the head coach and get a rising star at quarterback that you don't have to pay so you can build around him. That's what the Rams did with McVay Goff. The Texans are doing with C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans. That's what the Bills did with Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, or the Bengals with Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow. Miami actually did it with Mike McDaniel and Tua still on a rookie contract. So you can go buy great players. Defensive ends, rush ends, corners, Tyreek Hill. That's how you right the ship when you have a dysfunctional franchise. Hit on a rising star at quarterback that hopefully you don't have to pay for 4 or 5 years and get the head coach right. So what are the Jets? A 40-year-old quarterback off a major surgery that's expensive and they had to give up excellent picks to get, and a head coach that's lost 2 of his 3 games he's coached in the NFL. Oh, yeah, an impulsive owner. This idea that the Jets are a Super Bowl team, 8, 9 tops. We've already got Haason Reddick drama, Nat Hackett drama, Aaron Rodgers drama. It's July 23rd. Listen, you can go and give up big-time money like the Rams did to get Matt Stafford. But you had, let's be honest, the richest owner and maybe probably the best young coach in the sport. So you can take a swing on an older quarterback, but he's got to be great, and Matt Stafford still was when they got him. If you go to Aaron Rodgers' last 13 games in Green Bay, he was 5-8. Stafford to the Rams was a better quarterback than what the Jets got with Aaron Rodgers, who's not as committed as Stafford, Mahomes, Allen, Brady, or Lamar at this point in his career. So basically the Jets, they're just putting a fresh coat of paint on the same old issues. Crazy owner, not sure if they had the right coach, and quarterback drama. That's all this is. And the sports media, which tends to fall in love with coastal big market teams, loves the Jets. This is an 8-win team. 40-year-old quarterback, coach, we're not sure is a head coach, was a really good coordinator. That's what they are. In fact, I'd argue Robert Saleh wasn't even the best defensive coordinator the Niners had. DeMeco Ryans was better, and I'm not anti-Saleh. I think he's built a good culture. I think he coaches with passion. I think his teams play hard. But this idea with Haason Reddick now not showing up, that anything has changed here, It's just a fresh coat of paint on all the same old issues. So if you watched any of the USA-Germany game yesterday, it is remarkable that LeBron's this good now. Best player on the team. But what's discouraging if you're a Laker fan is the two best players on the team are both Lakers. If you look after all these 5 exhibitions at the key statistical categories, LeBron and Anthony Davis lead in all of them. Points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and field goal percentage. They lead in all of them. They are clearly the two best players on this team. So LeBron and AD, Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, got them to join in LA, and they have more than delivered. But the rest of the roster is random, forgettable guys and one kid undrafted who everybody likes but is limited, Austin Reeves. If you start going around to the top teams in the NBA and looking at their third best player, again, the Lakers is Austin Reeves. The Celtics have 4 guys on this Olympic team, and that doesn't include Jaylen Brown. Who's the Sixers' third best player? Perennial all-star Paul George or 26 points a game Tyrese Maxey? Oklahoma City's third best player, Jalen Williams, an elite defender who averages 19 a game and shoots 43% beyond the arc. Who's Denver's third best player? High school prodigy Michael Porter, 6'10", excellent defender, 17-7, and a good three-point shooter. If you look over the last 5 and 6 years at the championship teams in the NBA, it's not just been their stars, it's been their depth. The Celtics' depth, what is Derek White, their 4th or 5th best player? Denver's depth, KCP was their 5th or 6th best player. Milwaukee, pre-Dame. Warriors, when Andrew Wiggins, a cast-off from Minnesota, had a huge final. The Lakers are LeBron and AD, a guy everybody likes, undrafted Austin Reeves, and forgettable random guys with some length. That's what this Olympics is to me. Man, have the Lakers mismanaged this roster. It's almost like Rob Pelinka and the guys upstairs went to the grocery store and they got steak and lobster tail, but they've got 4 kids at home with mouths to feed, and by the second night, they don't have any more groceries. They can't afford them. The Westbrook deal was an abject disaster. LeBron apparently wanted that, but he's not going to take the hit. And again, LeBron and AD, I got no complaints. AD early in Los Angeles I thought was soft. Not anymore. He's a rugged, physical, dominant defender and has looked great in these Olympics. But LeBron's career, and you're seeing it still at 39 years old, he elevates everybody. So what does it tell you about the Lakers roster? When LeBron James, J.R. Smith, the league was over him. Matthew Dellavedova in a finals. Shane Battier got really good really fast. Old Udonis Haslem. LeBron elevates everybody. And that said, the third best player for the Lakers is an undrafted guard who averages about 15 a game. This roster in LA is worse than you think. If LeBron can't win a playoff series and is struggling now in the last 2 years to win a game in the playoff series, the Olympic thing, if you're a Laker fan, is discouraging. It's great for the Olympic team. It's discouraging if you're a Laker fan. All right. So I saw something yesterday, and, fan is short for fanatic. And when we had COVID and there were no fans in the stands or limited fans in the stands, TV just didn't look as good. It didn't feel as good. You could do the fake stuff in the bubble in Orlando in the NBA, but I'm sorry, you could change the camera angles. Fans matter. They are the juice. They are the B12 shot to sports. But because of that fandom, they're not always terribly objective until this survey that is jaw-droppingly realistic from one of the biggest sports fan bases in America. I can't believe, in politics, nobody can look in the mirror. Either side, R's or D's, they can't look in the mirror. The Dallas Cowboys fan base is officially the most honest fan base in America, and I couldn't believe their answers to this survey. That is next. You've put it off long enough. You need new tires. What are you waiting for? Tire